The sun keeps going behind the clouds, so this is getting kind of difficult. I like marble. Can you tell? Hi guys, I'm not currently reviewing, I currently seem to be doing a lot of hauls, but this is my Holy Grails for Drugstore. I might be doing a high-end version of this, high-end slash luxury. I currently don't have a huge amount of high-end makeup. I don't think a lot of people have a huge range of high-end makeup to choose from every single day, but I feel like Drugstore is easily accessible, it's easily available, and it's easily affordable, so this is my personal Holy Grails. So obviously we are going to go in order. A couple of these things are very widely available in America or places that have certain stores, which I will get to very soon, but they're not highly available in the UK, but you can get them on Amazon. I'm going to leave all UK available links down below because this is where I got them from. So here we go. First thing is primer, and my favourite is the Sleek Control Shine and Prime. It looks like this. It's very pore filling. It reminds me a lot of the Benefit Professional, and I really enjoy it. Another one that's very much like this is the NYX Pore Filler, but I personally prefer this one. It is technically, size-wise, it's more expensive than the NYX Pore Filler, but personally for me, I love this Sleek one. It just keeps my oily T-zone oil-free for a lot longer than any other primer that I've ever tried. So my favourite foundation, I have two. The first one is the NYX HD Studio Photogenic Foundation. I'm in the shade Nude. It is very liquidy, looks like this, very sleek. Such a nice foundation, it's just like a second skin I find. You have to build it up, but I don't mind building it up because it doesn't build up cakey or anything. So, okay, so my other favourite foundation, which is not easily available in the UK, I spent £20 on eBay when it first came out because everyone was raving about it and it was nowhere near that expensive. It wasn't even half that price. And then when I double checked, because it was taking so long, because I said it would take a minimum of 3 weeks because it was glass to get it sent to me, when I checked, it went up again. It went up to £30. Now it's a lot cheaper because the hype's kind of gone down. But I really hope this brand comes to the UK because I would love them for it. I mean, I loved e.l.f. for it anyway, but this brand could change a lot to come to the UK. It is currently in Ireland, so I'm hoping it's going to cross that little tiny sea to get to the UK because it's frustrating that I have to constantly order stuff from Amazon. But it's worth it, I promise. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. Now I know everybody was talking about this for the longest time, and honestly, there's a reason for it. This is the best, one of the best foundations I've ever tried. And I've tried a ton of foundations. I've tried NYX, I've tried e.l.f., I've tried Soap and Glory, which we won't even go into because I hate that foundation. It cakes up everywhere. I'll have to do a worst products at some point because one of the best foundations to match my skin shade. I am currently wearing it at the moment. So if you think like that's a really good shade, or if you think it's a really bad shade, I apologise. But I think it's one of the best shades for my skin tone. And this is in Shell Ivory, by the way. So it's got a funny applicator, which I'm sure you've already seen. It's a paddle. It's got a really nice consistency. It lasts, it blends out so nice with a brush or with a sponge, and I love it. I love it. So next is concealer, and again, it's not easily available in the UK, but it is easily available on Amazon, so again I will link it. But I have two. I have the Wet n Wild, the Photo Focus Concealer. This is as good as the Tarte Shape Tape. You just have to build it up ever so slightly. This is in the shade Light Ivory, and it is quite small, I will admit, but I use this every single day. That says something. And when I wasn't using this, before this came out, I was using the Wet n Wild Come Correct. This is in Fair. I don't know about the shade ranges of a lot of these products because I'm obviously quite fair, but I will link everything below, as I said. Eyeshadow primer. I never used to like eyeshadow primer, and I think that's because I never found the one that would work for me. Because I have very oily eyelids, and I found that I would get a line appear right in my crease, and it would annoy me, and I found that no concealers worked for me, no eyeshadows primers worked for me. I thought it was the eyeshadows, but obviously it was the primer. And this one works a treat. This is by Wet n Wild, and this is the Photo Focus eyeshadow primer, and this is the eyeshadow primer I will use every single day without fail. I need my eyeshadow to be on my eyeballs for about 12 to 14 hours because I leave at like 6 o'clock in the morning, sometimes earlier, and I won't be back until 7 o'clock, so I need it to last. The rest of my face makeup I can live with deteriorating, but my eye makeup needs to be on point. And this really helps with that. Setting powder, and again, Wet n Wild sort of beat it out of the park, but I do have another UK based one. So this is the Wet n Wild Coverall Pressed Powder. You can't get this as easy now because I think they moved from their Coverall range to their Photo Focus range, and I don't like the Photo Focus powder anywhere near. But it's a nice big pan. It's pretty translucent. It's called Fair, and it's just really smooth and silky, and I love it for doing my face makeup. A UK based one is the NYX HD Finishing Powder. I use this every single day. This is in translucent. Yeah, it's again really soft and silky, and I love it. I use it every single day without fail. Loose powder, I have a couple. So I have the RCMA powder. The only thing I don't like about this is the container, and a lot of people say that. Then I have the Ghost Finish Powder, Luxury Baking Powder by Makeup Revolution. This, again, I don't like this little thing. I do prefer this to the banana powder. I cannot stand banana powders. They just make me look orange. I hate them, and I will never be using them again. But this one is pretty good. Just please fix this, seriously. And then another one which seems to last forever is the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder, which apparently is a comparison to the Laura Mercier powder, which I'm hopefully going to do a comparison on in a future video. Please stay tuned for that. Okay, so I recently found this product, and I only even picked it up because it was on sale. This is the Rimmel Brow Shake Filling Powder. I train a lot recently, and I find this really easy to use. I will say there is a tiny bit of fallout, but I can just dust that away. It's not a huge issue. And it has one of these really strange bendable applicators, but I find it really easy to do my brows. And then I have this Technic Tinted Brow Gel. It looks like that. This is easily 1,000 times better than my previous tinted brow gel, which was by Too Faced. And this was probably about £2 off of Amazon. And then the brow gel I use to hold everything down if I don't use my tinted one, I will use this NYX Control Freak, which is like a clear brow gel, which is easily comparable to the ABH. My favourite contour powder is from this Rimmel Kate little collection. I don't particularly love this highlight because it's not shimmery enough. It's almost like a powder, personally. It's got a tiny bit of shimmer in it, so you can't even use it as a setting powder. But this is in Coral Glow, by the way. Yeah, this is a nice contour kind of shade for my skin tone anyway. Yeah, it's just nice and smooth. And this is quite a nice blush, but it's not my Holy Grail blush. But it's a nice little compact if you're on the go. Holy Grail blush is actually by Essence, and again, this isn't hugely available in the UK, I don't think, but you can get it off Amazon for pretty cheap. And this is in a Satin Touch blush, and it's in Satin Love, and I just feel like this blush is so stunning, and it's easily comparable to my Charlotte Tilbury, and I'm currently wearing it at the moment. I think it suits my skin tone really nicely, and I use it every single day because it's just so damn pretty. So another highlight. So now the highlight. I'm currently wearing this on my face. This is the Bronze and Glow by Makeup Revolution. Do you recognise? This is very much like their chocolate bar palettes. They had a pink one as well, but I wasn't a lover of that. But it has a nice bronzer in it, which isn't my Holy Grail, but I will use it a lot. And it has this highlight in it, which is stunning. This is so nice, so pigmented, and yeah, I love it. An easily comparable one if you're in the US, is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow in Precious Petals, but they're very, very similar. This one's ever so slightly darker. Eyeshadow. So this is the eyeshadow kit that is my favourite. This is my go-to. If I ever have to travel, this is the one I will choose. This is called Flawless Ultra Eyeshadows, and this is by Makeup Revolution. And the reason I love it so much is because it's got every single shade I would ever need. It's got a lot of shimmers, it's got reds, it's got browns, it's got blues, it's got greens, it's got a lot of mattes, it's got a black, it's got a shimmery black. If you want a versatile palette, then with a lot of shimmers as well, then yeah, this is the one for you. I know I really love the Morphe, but I feel like the Morphe is more expensive than this one. So now for eyeliner, NYX Epic Ink Liner. It's just such a good eyeliner, and it's got a bristle tip, so it's nice and flexible. But if you don't like these sorts of liners, I have a bunch. The Sleek Dip It, I really, really like. It's comparable to the Barry M, but I feel like it's just got a better tip. And then the e.l.f. one, I know a lot of people were giving this a hard time, but I feel like the tip is, because it's nice and small, like it's so thin. I feel like it's really easy to get like a nice thin line. Sometimes I don't want a hugely thick line. But if you want colourful eyeliner, then without doubt the NYX Vivid Brights are my go-to. And then the waterline, this is the NYX Très Jolie Gel Pencil in the shade Brown. When I want a black, I use the Soap & Glory Smolder Kohl waterproof eyeliner, and this is actually really cool because it has a sharpener, and it's just such a smooth eyeliner. You know, you can't go wrong. It's really, really good. Mascaras. So I'm going to get this one out of the way. The Wet n Wild Lash Renegade. But before I found that one, my old favourite was the Sleek Lethal Length Mascara. It's got long bristles at the top and then short bristles at the bottom. And then lipstick. Now, I tend to wear nude-ish shades, and it'll be one of these three. These three are always in my bag without fail. This is the Rimmel Kate Rock and Roll Nude. It's really light. This looks really bad in your handbag. This is a lipstick, and this is by Makeup Revolution, and this is satin finish. And then this is the Soap & Glory Sexy Mother Pucker, and you've got to love this packaging. And this is in Cinnamon Beige, and it's got a kind of brownish tone to it. And lastly, setting sprays. So I don't have a favourite setting spray, so I'm just kind of going to go through my favourite drugstore ones. So I have the NYX Matte Finish Long Lasting Setting Spray, and then I have the e.l.f. Matte Magic Mist and Set, Makeup Revolution Pro Fix Illuminating Fixing Spray. This is a really nice big bottle. This does have a scent, so you have to be careful. And then this is the LA Girl Pro.setting HD High Definition Setting Spray, Long Lasting Matte Finish. Such a long name. So that is everything. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like if you did. That would really, really help me. Subscribe if you feel like it. I would really, really appreciate it. And let's have a chat in the comments below. I'd love it. And I hope to see you all next time.